Put it down there at the corner. What's your name, my buddy? How you doing, brother? No, we out.
Wait a minute, you still watching? Why you ain't subscribed? Then hit the button.
Just listening. That's your...
People, they don't care about you.
That's right.
They don't care about you. Am I saying shoot these people? No. You just got to know who your enemy is.
That's right.
You got to know who to trust. You should never trust your enemies. That's what God said. God said to never trust your enemies. The so-called white man, obvious. The Chinese man, obvious. The Arab man, obvious. What about the East Indian, the dots? They mess with you? Nope. They don't like you either. No other nation like you.
What?
Because God said what? He's gonna make you do what?
Serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So not only do we serve our enemies, we gotta understand that God sent them against us.
That's right.
God sent them against us. God sent them. God put them over us. Y'all understand that? Read.
And hunger.
So not only you gotta serve your enemies, you gotta serve them to get food. If you want food, you gotta serve them. You want to get you some Chinese, some dog rat cat. You gotta go. You gotta serve them to get it. Right. You want to go to Farmer J don't exist no more. You want to go to Kroger? You want to go to Meyer? Who owns that? Your enemies.
That's right.
All they gotta do is snap a finger and shut it down, and you hungry.
That's right.
But we think that's normal, though. We so used to being slaves and little rats in this little maze that they created for us called the ghetto. We don't even understand where we sit. We sit on the bottom of society, y'all.
Bring it out.
And that's because God is angry with us. God is upset with us. That's our Heavenly Father. And as a father should, he punishes the hell out of us.
That's right.
Read.
And in thirst.
If you want some water. You want some Dasani, that's nasty, but if you want it. You want some Fiji. You want to take a shower. All they got to do is turn the knob. You ain't got no water.
That's right.
You're finished. You finished. That's not normal. The Chinese man, you probably thinking, well, the Chinese man live here. Chinese man go get water from his own land.
That's right.
Arab man go get water from his own land. He got a place he can go. Where you going? To be somewhere and be somebody else's slave.
That's right.
Think of, you don't have no land, bro. Z, who made the phone? Who made that? Your enemy. He made that for you to keep looking at. I'm trying to tell y'all, all it is against you because the Lord is against you.
That's right.
The Lord is, I'm trying to get y'all to realize this. Read.
And in nakedness.
If you want Adidas shirt, you gotta holler at Adidas. And that is a white man.
Right.
I don't care if we do own something, but guess who owns the textiles? Guess who's making the shirts for you? Your enemies.
That's right.
So it don't matter. You can't run from God's curses, Z. You can't run from God's curses. They own us, and they own us to show us who we are. Give me the main curse in verse 68. If you don't know who you is after this one right here, I'm trying to tell you, you a lost soul. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
And
the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again. Now remember, this is after they left Egypt. What was they doing in Egypt?
Slavery.
They were slavery.
That's right.
So he said, I'm going to take you back there. To do what? To be a slave. Come on, stay with me. Read it again. Read it again. Here we go.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
That's how it's a curse. The Lord said, I'll take you right back to slavery. I will bring you right back into slavery. In case you don't believe what I'm saying, you know what I want? We're going to read what Egypt means. Because Egypt means, guess what you think Egypt means? Slavery. That's what Egypt means. You have to read it though. In Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. Because the Bible is a great book. It's the only true book on this planet.
Yes,
and
man.
you're discovering it right now.
You know?
The Lord is revealing stuff to you right now. Watch this.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
You know?
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Brought you out of Egypt.
out of the house of bondage.
What did he call Egypt? House of bondage. What's another word for bondage? You bond, you a slave.
That's right.
Hold on. I ain't finished it. Come back. I ain't finished it. He out of there. Read, go back to 68. Go back to 68. So I'm trying to tell you, Z, is you keeping up with me?
I am.
You there?
I just gotta go.
All right, here we go. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
God said, I'm going to curse you by bringing you back into slavery again. But He's going to do it a little different this time. How are you going to bring us into slavery?
With ships. Ships.
How did we get to America? With what? In a boat. Wait a minute. A book that's thousands of years old just told you, Z, what happened to you. They just said it. Read it again.
Into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. You're going to go into slavery this time. See? He talking to you. Now, I'm going to ask you another question. When we got off of them boats, right? What happened? What happened next? No, what happened when we got off the boats in here in America? What happened? You don't know? So, what's your last name? Philip? Flynn. You know it's a slave plantation. It's a Flynn plantation, right?
You know?
Oh yeah, you got your last name from a slave plantation, from a slave master. So when we got off them ships, they sold us. 1 nigga, 2 nigga, 3 nigga, sold to Mr. Flynn. Yeah. You ain't know this stuff. We trying to enlighten you right now. Read it from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Come on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So you're going to go back into slavery, but this time you're going to go back via ship. Read.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Read.
And there,
when you get off of them boats, when you get off of them slave ships,
ye shall be sold.
You shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
No, man, Becky is my friend.
Unto your enemies.
I said Becky is my friend. Read.
Enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen.
So God said, when you got off of them slave ships, you will begin to be sold to your enemies. We forgot that after all these years. We think we free. We ain't free, Z. We still in captivity. We are yet this day in our captivity. We are yet this day in our captivity, Z. You can't do what you just want to do. You don't got a land you can go to, Z. You ain't got a government that's in place for you, Z. This government was set in place to have you as 3/5 of a man, Z. This government was set in place for you to be 3/5 of a man.
That's right.
You don't got a government made for you. The Chinese man got a government made for him. The Arab man got a government made for him. Everybody got their own government, but what the black man got. What's your name, bro? What's your name, bro?
There's United States of America.
No, what's your name? What's your name?
Dr. Darren Powers.
Dr. Darren Powers. I like to put a doctor on. So Dr. Powers?
Powers.
Dr. Powers. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
In this society, are you free? You free? Explain to me how you free.
I'm free by birthright. I'm free.
Free by birthright?
Damn right.
Okay, you got
Regardless of what they tell you, I know I'm free.
You free?
Yeah.
So how you free? Like, give me some freedom type of stuff.
I'm free because of birthright.
Okay.
Really just that simple. I'm free because
You sure? You got that? Watch this. Let's see what God said.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. And behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in our captivity, Dr. Powers. We are yet this day.
Right.
How did we come here, doctor?
I was just explaining to the young brother, not all of us came here because of the slave trade.
How did we come here?
Some of us because of free will, because we were here trading with the natives long before the slave trade.
Okay, how did we get here?
How did we?
The so-called African American man and woman.
It's two different versions of that. There's before, yes, because there's some that were here long before the slave trade, and there's some during the slave trade, and there's some afterwards.
Okay. Which one you come from, Mr. Powers?
I have the slightest idea.
So why you bring it up?
Because
You gotta
did.
assume.
What?
You gotta assume. Your last name tells me you was. Your last name tells me you're not free.
Okay.
Powers ain't your God-given name.
Right.
Powers is from the Powers plantation.
That's
Doctor,
right.
I'm trying to tell you. You gotta understand.
What Powers
You gotta
plantation is there?
All right, come around. Let's talk.
No, you tell me. Where's the Powers plantation?
I can guarantee you I can find a white man who's the last name Powers.
Oh yeah.
And I can guarantee you that that's his name and not yours.
That's
I can
right.
guarantee you that.
What does that have to do with my freedom?
That has to do with you descend from slaves, brother.
That's
That's where that comes from. You descend from the slaves of the Atlantic slave trade, brother. You gotta get out of denial, doctor. I know you living good, you a doctor and all of that, but you gotta come down to earth with us.
Yes.
You gotta come down to earth with us. The Bible said what?
Behold, we are yet this day
You know,
in our captivity.
like this.
That's what he said. Now you on, go.
No. When we both speaking, we exchanging information, exchanging dialogue, that's what it should be. But if you're doing all the talking not allowing me to speak, it's a problem, brother. So you are entrenched in your ideology, your belief. There's nothing I can do to give you new information because this is your premise and this is what you're going to continue to build from your platform. I'm telling you, you continue to research is all I'm saying. God bless you, young brothers. And God bless you all. Continue your journey. But I'm telling you, man, it's not the correct information.
So, Mr.
It's
Powers,
good
so
information.
Dr. Powers.
It's good information.
Dr.
but
Powers.
It's not the correct information.
Dr. Powers.
Yes.
For you to say, tell me to research, now I'm gonna find you as a hypocrite. Did you research what we do? Did you research this?
Research what?
Did you research what we bringing out?
I'm looking at what you
Did
said.
you research what we bringing out? Looking and researching is two different things.
I'm looking at
Did you research what you just told me to do? Did you do it?
What is it reading from?
The Bible. Now, did you do it?
No.
So how you just can't be a hypocrite like that, doc. You can't be a hypocrite. You telling me to do research and you ain't did it yourself, doc. So understand, you gotta speak as the oracles of God, doc. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a
Yeah, because you like
now I'm a
All right, let me explain
Am I-
something. Let me explain something.
Go ahead. Explain what you got, doc.
Yeah, what you said is that I come from a descendant of slaves. That's
Correct.
what you said.
Correct.
And what I said is there were Africans in America before slavery.
Okay.
And I don't know where I come from.
Okay.
That's all I state,
Gotcha.
which is the absolute truth. I don't know if
That's
I'm a
the
descendant
truth
of
that
slaves.
you discovered. But
I don't know if I'm a descendant of those who came before slavery. Neither did, unless maybe some of you do, I don't.
yes.
How do you know that you're a descendant of slaves?
Oh well, I had a last name that my God didn't give me. You understand what I'm saying? So how did you? No, I'm gonna look at the last name because you got the last name through force, through bondage, through slavery. That's how you got that last name. You speak English right now because your colonizers, your slave masters gave you that. Even if you was here before the slave ships, you still was a slave. Doesn't matter. You know what a conquistador is? A conquistador is a conqueror. So they came and they conquered everybody on this side of the earth. So yes, those that were here before were slaves. Hernandez, that is not an Aztec last name. That's a Spaniard's last name. So understand, they conquered you. They conquered me. We were all descendants of slaves, Doc. That's what the Bible said. That's what the Bible says. Because that's the truth. That's the only true book on in this world. Read what you got. You got it wrong.
No. So since you go about the Bible, explain the great deluge to me.
What?
Explain the great deluge to me.
Is that in the Bible? What scripture is that?
It's the great flood.
What scripture is that?
It's the great flood.
What about it?
Explain it to me.
What you mean?
You going back to the Bible?
That's pointless. How's that going to help you with your salvation, Doc? How's that going to help you with your salvation? We're not out here to have a battle with wits. We out here to save souls. Give me that in Isaiah. We out here to save souls, Doc. So what we are trying to do is give you knowledge.
That's right.
But you don't want to receive it because you're a doctor.
Right.
You know, you're a doctor.
Knowledge is knowledge.
You know what I'm saying? But the knowledge of God is the only true knowledge on this planet. That's what you got to understand. Give me truth. That's the only real knowledge on this planet.
God bless you, young
We can't give you good salutations. You ain't accepting the word.
Oh.
You called me a you did all kind of stuff. You got beside yourself, doctor.
Bring it out.
You called me a everything.
So you
Did I call you a
It doesn't matter.
Read what you got.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 142.
Bring it out.
Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So, Doc, the laws of God is the truth.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with